So until last video, we created our exit automation reporting system, or otherwise called as ERS, something like this. So we have all our styles, our menus, and our grid in one single page. But what if I want this same banner, same menu bar in another page? Let's say if I want to create something like details page. So if I want to have all these menu items and all these styles in the same page, in the next page as well, then again I have to copy paste all the themes and all the CSS elements that we gave in the head folder of this particular index.aspx as we saw in our previous video. So this is kind of pain because we cannot keep on adding the same duplicate code again and again all the pages. So instead of doing something like this, what we can do is we can create something called as master page, and then we can add this particular web form to the master page so that all the forms that we create in future will be inheriting all the styles and all the elements from that particular page, or otherwise called as the master page. So in order for that to be done, I'm going to stop this particular execution, and then I'm just going to create a master page here. So I'm just going to click add, and then there is something called as web form master page, and let's give this as master page. And this page is not going to be displayed anywhere within your website. So I'm just going to give as a master page, and then I'm just going to copy all these informations right from here. I'm just going to cut that, and then I'm going to paste in the head portion, something like this, right? And then also I'm going to remove this particular verification. Great. And then our menu items. So I'm also going to cut all these menu items from here, from this particular form. So I'm just going to keep every single informations right from here to my master page. So I'm just going to paste it right here, something like this. And there is a content placeholder. So let's cut that and let's paste it here as well. And let's keep this content placeholder within a div with an ID of main content. And then again, I'm going to create one more div maybe, and let's paste it right here, and let's close this div tag as well. All right, I'm going to save this, and I guess we are almost done. So all I'm going to do is let's give this a meaningful name here. Instead of head, let's give this as main content, right? You'll understand why I'm giving this as a main content in a minute. So I'm just going to save this, and I'm going to go to the index.aspx, and here instead of this head and body, all these tags, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this because these will be inherited from the master page. So I'm just going to fully remove this, and here we need to add a one more property or attribute called as master page file. And then if you click equal to, it will automatically ask which master page you are going to select. So this is the master page we have, master page.master page. So I'm going to select that guy. And then here we need to actually add a content, right? And so there is a content ID. So content with an ID, let's say I'm going to call this as content1. But the content placeholder ID is something which we just created. Remember the main content we created in our master page. So Visual Studio is intelligent enough to show me the content placeholder ID. So I'm just going to select that, and then I'm going to give this run at is equal to server. Pretty cool. So I'm just going to close that, and I'm going to cut this. And since we need to close this particular grid as well, so I'm just going to go down and I'm going to fully remove all of them, and I'm going to place this right here. That's it. So now we don't have anything called as HTML or head or body, just an ASP content, because it's going to inherit everything from the master page, right? So I guess everything is good, and now let's try to run this application and see if it really works. Hopefully it should work. Oops. Okay, so we need to give this particular directory. All right, you can see that we could able to see again the same styles and same grid items. Everything is pretty much good now. So of course you can see that we are using the master page this time, not directly giving in the index.aspx file. So if we are going to create a page like merge report or details report page, then we don't again and again copy paste the same stuff. So now you can see that the index.aspx file is pretty clean and cool, right? We can also remove some of the grid elements which we are seeing here, something like cell padding and data source. Maybe data source can be there, but these things are completely not required because we are not using them anymore, as the styles are automatically coming from our CSS. So we can fully remove all these styles and just save this. And now if I try to refresh this, you can see that there is no change yet. The reason is because we are not using any of the themes which we selected, right? So everything is pretty cool now. So the next thing which we need to do is these elements: the test case ID, name search, date search, these text boxes, and these buttons. So we'll be doing that in our next video.